In the news tonight, His Majesty King Abdullah urges regional unity and humanitarian solidarity in Berlin talks with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz. His Majesty King Abdullah receives a call from UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and stresses the need to end the Gaza humanitarian catastrophe. And His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein inaugurates Jordan Digital Health Center in Salt. Good evening. His Majesty King Abdullah returned to Jordan today after a private visit that included working visits to the United States, Canada, and Germany. His Majesty's visit to the United States included participating in the Sun Valley Economic Forum in Idaho and meeting with businessmen and representatives of a number of major international and American companies. In Sacramento, California, the King visited the California Public Employees Retirement System Agency to discuss investment opportunities in Jordan and the potential for collaboration with major investors from the U.S. In Ottawa, His Majesty met with Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, to discuss ways to develop the partnership between Jordan and Canada, in addition to key developments in the region. In Berlin, the King and Chancellor of Germany, Friedrich Merz, held talks that focused on the overall situation in the region, particularly in Gaza, as well as ways to develop the partnership between Jordan and Germany during a joint press conference with the Chancellor. His Majesty said the Israeli war on Gaza must end.
Israel's war on Gaza must stop. The unfolding humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza has reached unspeakable levels. The images of starving children in Gaza have outraged people around the world. It is a stain on our shared humanity to allow this to continue. The alarming rise of starvation and suffering among Gaza's civilian population must compel the international community to act with urgency and unity. Aid cannot be politicized. The targeting of starving civilians gathered to receive aid is unconscionable. We reiterate our calls for an immediate and lasting ceasefire, full respect for international humanitarian law, and unimpeded access for humanitarian assistance to all parts of Gaza. Jordan has led regional efforts by dispatching and coordinating aid convoys to Gaza, providing extensive medical support, and facilitating safe passage for the injured. We are grateful for Germany's support for the humanitarian response in Gaza. Moreover, the ongoing and dangerous escalation, as you mentioned, in the West Bank and violations of Muslim and Christian holy sites in Jerusalem must stop. The situation is volatile and risks igniting a wider regional conflict. We must all work together to push for an end to the war and escalation in order to create a political horizon to pave the way to just and comprehensive peace on the basis of the two-state solution. And we appreciate Germany's support for the two-state solution. Elsewhere, we reaffirm our support for Syria's sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity as the foundations for its recovery and long-term stability. Syria's stability is vital to the region. Sustained international support is essential to prevent a return to conflict and to empower the Syrians to rebuild a nation that ensures security, stability, and prosperity for all components of its diverse society.
His Majesty King Abdullah emphasized the need to immediately end the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza with the United Kingdom Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer. In a phone call, the King stressed the need to reach a ceasefire in Gaza and allow sufficient relief aid to flow to all areas of the Strip in order to minimize the suffering of the people of Gaza. His Majesty noted that Jordan continues to coordinate with active partners to facilitate the entry of aid into Gaza. The call also covered the cooperation between Jordan and the UK to intensify the humanitarian response in Gaza by land, which is the main and most effective means to provide sufficient aid, in addition to airdrops. During the call, the two leaders also discussed the importance of preserving Syria's security, stability, and sovereignty. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said in a press conference that Britain will recognize the state of Palestine in September unless the Israeli government takes substantive steps to end the appalling situation in Gaza and meets other conditions.
Remains a safe and secure Israel alongside a viable and sovereign Palestinian state. But right now, that goal is under pressure like never before. I've always said that we will recognise a Palestinian state.
His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al Hussein inaugurated the Jordan Digital Health Centre in Asalt District, a project established under the National Council for Future Technology to enhance the quality of medical services across the kingdom. The centre, funded by the Abu Dhabi Fund for Development, includes digital units for dialysis, radiology, intensive care and telemedicine services. It aims to improve medical services, save time for patients and address gaps in rare medical specialties. The Crown Prince toured the facility and was briefed on its telehealth services, which connect patients to doctors through video and audio consultations. The centre is linked to 5 main government hospitals and 3 health centres in the first phase, with plans to expand connections. The Jordanian Armed Forces Arab Army conducted 2 humanitarian airdrops over the Gaza Strip today in cooperation with the United Arab Emirates. The operations were carried out using 2 aircraft from the Royal Jordanian Air Force and the UAE Air Force, delivering approximately 15 tons of food and essential supplies. Earlier today, the Jordan Hashemite charity organization announced the dispatch of a new aid convoy to Gaza, consisting of 65 trucks loaded with relief supplies, medical aid and prosthetic limbs. That was the news. Thank you for watching. Good night.